Hello, in this tutorial I would like to show you how this generator works. First of all, you need to look after your MySQL settings. If you go to your host's admin panel, you can see the MySQL management part and create a MySQL account. If you got one, you will know the host name of your MySQL server, your database name. If you haven't got one, I'll show you how to create a new one. Now I create a database, go to phpMyAdmin, and if you got the right, you can create a new database. If you have no right, a database created already, test 10, this is the database name I created, and there is no table in it, don't worry about it. This generator will create the SQL code and you can create the table with it. Okay, go to this site phpcode.edu/test with s and z t/table_code. You will see the host name's value and the database name. You should not give information about your accounts into this form. If you work on local, you can write localhost. This is my MySQL host name. The database name is created before its name is test10. You have to decide the file name of the form. In my case, this is form_name.php. I will call this page to go on success inserts, for example success.html, and you will create a message to the visitor to say the insert was success, right? The database table name. Now I create a new table name, for example form values, and never use special characters such as question mark, comma, etc. The only character should use the underscore. In this case, form_values. This is the table name. If you need to ask several questions from your visitors, you need to add new rows to it. The first question is your username, and as you can see, the field contains the label of this field contains special characters, but make it simpler as you can. The field name is the table's field name, in this case user's username or just username, and if it's a required field, take here one. The second field is your email address, and the field name is user's email address. What sort of information you need to ask? Comments, your comments, and the field name is user's comments. And if it's not a required field, just leave it as 0. Now let's summarize. Host name, in my case this is localhost, the database name is test10, the form action where the form passed is the file name where I place the generated code, the page to go on success insert is a success.html. The database table name is form values, and these are the fields I wanted to ask. Now press generate. Oops, if you need to add a new field, just press define new row and you can add the 4 fields. If you don't need the 4 field, remove the last one and press generate, and this is the code from this PHP block to the last PHP block close. copy this and create a new file, and its name is form_name.php. form_name.php. Now I have one, and I delete the information from it. First of all, you need to change the username and password to the MySQL account. In my case, this is root, and this is a unique case because I've got no password to my MySQL because I'm using it on local host, and this is the other parts. You will read table create code. Now you need to run this SQL query from this part create table to the last semicolon, copy and go to phpMyAdmin, where you can manage your MySQL database and where I created the database table, and you will see in SQL. What you need to do is paste these SQL query and press go. Now the form_values table right here. If you press on this little bracket, or I don't know, this little image, you can browse the table. If you add a correct information, the correct values to connect to the database, you can test this program if you copy the program on your server, and its name is form_name.php. As you can see, I'm using folders. If you put this file into a folder, you can reach it. Domain/folder where you place this program /form_name.php, and I create a success.html to say that success inserts, and embed this message as HTML code, a valid HTML code. Right, this is my save it, and this is the form. The username is required, so I did not fill it. Hey, and say your username field is required field. I place it, submit, and so now go to the table management and browse it. Click. As you can see, I've clicked in to browse it, and this is the inserted code. The comment is empty, but an ID field inserted. This is an auto increment type, and these are the inserted codes. Okay, if you need to delete, press on this X image, and so that was the usage of this generator. If you need some kind of a support, leave a comment, leave your email address, and we can talk about this generator, right? So thank you for your attention, and use this generator if you need. Or you can go to this page, dailyphp.blogspot.com. You can see my other tutorials and generators. Okay, they should be useful for you, and if you haven't got a host, click on this banner to get one. I'm using two, right? So bye bye and good luck with this program.